What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 1 of the Resident Evil 4 completion series. So, the idea behind this series is I want to fully complete this game. This is my favourite game of all times, and without a doubt I must have completed this game well over triple digits at this point in time. It came out in 2015, it's getting a remake next year in 2022, hopefully if they don't push it back. So I figured, why not? Start a new account and just try and go for everything. I need to complete both modes on both professional and normal difficulty. I need to complete both of Ada's side missions, Assassination Ada, or Assignment Ada, sorry, and separate ways to unlock unlockables for Leon's main campaign. I need to unlock all the costumes by completing the game on both professional and completing Ada's modes. I need to unlock every bottle cap, unlock every trophy, and every single weapon, which will also require me to complete Mercenaries. So, I've only ever done this one other time, and that was back on Resident Evil 4 for the, what was it, Nintendo Wii, when it was released on there. Arguably the easiest version of the game to complete because of the free aiming system you had with the Wii remotes. So, I've done it once on there, and it was a massive ball ache, but I had so much fun doing it. And like I said, this is my favourite game of all time. I've been a massive fan of the Resident Evil series since back when the first one came out, or when I first got a PlayStation to play the first one. But anyway, enough of the intro. I've started a new account, so this is a fresh new start on everything for me. So we are going from 0 to 100% on this game. We're going to start with the walkthrough. We're going to start with Leon's campaign walkthrough on normal difficulty, and that will unlock us professional. We'll complete professional, do Ada's campaigns, move on to Mercenaries, and then go back for the bottle caps. In the process, getting all of the achievements, trophies. We're on PlayStation, so used to playing Xbox. Anyway, I'm going to be skipping all the cutscenes because this game is very old. So if you haven't seen the cutscenes, which is more than likely most of you have, then you can just YouTube them, and I'm sure you'll find them. But anyway, let's start.
Resident Evil 4.
Very nostalgic. I have no idea why they stopped doing that with all the Resident Evil games. You get past this one, and it doesn't really do it anymore. I'm just going to turn the audio down a little bit because I have no clue. Bear with me as well. I've done a lot of Warzone videos. Oh no, he's flown off. So I've done a lot of Warzone videos, so I kind of got the audio levels for that sorted. With this, not a chance. So if the audio is a little bit mucked up in this episode, then I'll have to change it. But here's a little cutscene for you that you probably haven't seen.
Forget your makeup or something?
These guys are so unreasonably hostile towards Leon for God knows what reason. Like, if you've watched the first cutscene, they just grill him in the car. But yeah, I think the beginning part of this game, so the chapters that we're about to do in this episode, which is 1 and 2, arguably my favourite of the whole campaign. I'm going to play this cutscene because Leon sounds like a little child when he asks this guy to see a picture of Ashley. Just wait, it's so fucking hilarious. And I only noticed it a couple weeks ago.
I was wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that just sounds like Leon's asking his mum if she can pour him a glass of juice or something. Right. Now, more often than not, you won't get anything from that dead body. So, quite glad I did. Also, I was obsessed with trying to do this move when I was in school, like years ago. It's like diving out a window. And funny enough, like I said, I started a new account for this game just so I can unlock everything once again. Because I'd already completed this 3 times on my other account. Did once on normal, once on professional, completed both Ada's campaigns, and then I did the story once more. And the only part I struggled with on professional was this beginning part, because I died at least 3 times. to that intro, and I have no idea why. Probably to conserve ammo. But in return, I just ended up dying myself. Now that crow gives you a hand grenade, if I can hit my shot. And that one gives you gold. And the hand grenades are going to come in handy. There we go. Hold up. What just happened? Not once. I've completed this game so many times, and not once has that ever happened to me other than the time that I'm going to record. I'm still oh no, that was the right thing to do. So I'm still getting used to the buttons on this game. Which sounds a bit daft after the amount of times that I've played it, but trust me, it's... I'm like, oh, is it start? Is it not? Here we go. I do want to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 5 as well, but I'd have to do that with one of my friends if he's up for it. I remember once we went down to 3rd place in our local shopping centre, which is a game station essentially, and are you coming down? And bought Resident Evil 5, completed it in the same day on normal difficulty. But yeah. Alright, usually this guy will run down here and you can just blow him up with the mines, but today he doesn't seem like he wants to do it, so we're wasting a bit more ammo on him. So thanks for that. You just made me use 4 bullets that I didn't really need to use. Well, 3. 1 bullet to blow the mines up. And I think there's someone in here. Nope. Someone's in here, but they're dead, so I'm technically right, but wrong in the fact that I thought it was an actual person. Alright. So, arguably, this game has some of the best combat up until the point when it came out, because you do not need to utilise ammo as much as you did in other games. Well, this is where the enemy is. There we go. So, going on from Resident Evil 3, because what was the last game that I played before playing Resident Evil 4? It wasn't 3, because 3 came out in like 1999, and then 4 came out in 2005, so there's a massive gap between. I think it was Code Veronica that I played before this, in all fairness. And that's a drastic shift from this game. You can look at the enemies here. Fun fact, you'll never once use these binoculars again. Maybe one other point of the game. Now, you can, before you go and alert these enemies that you are here, you can do a bit of looting. So you don't want to fire. I'm gonna get hit. Yeah. So don't make the mistake that I did and think that this instantly starts the cutscene of everyone chasing you. No, you have to run into the house, which we're about to start now. There we go. Right. So, I'm going to run upstairs, grab the shotgun first of all, and the grenade. That'll come in handy. Oh, give me the grenade. Alright. And then your favourite area for this part of the map is just sit behind these stairs, because they cannot come any other way other than this way. So we're Gucci. And I probably will use a hand grenade at some point during this fight. There we go. Come at me, bro. So I'm gonna be switching between my weapons and the knife just to try and conserve ammo and get as many melee hits as I possibly can. And he's back up. Jesus, that shelf has held up well. That's probably the longest it's held up in like any of the playthroughs that I've ever done in this game. Alright. Getting a little bit... Ooh, right. So this is where we're going to use one of the hand grenades. I always keep a hand grenade on me at all times, because at some point there will be crows that you can kill to gain more loot and a lot more money. So it's just handy to have either a flash grenade or a hand grenade on you at all times for that. From here, I am just going to be using my shotgun, because I'm not keeping it. When we get to the castle, this is going to get swapped out for the riot shotgun. I did not realise that the chainsaw man was dead. Alright, that was not my fault. I picked up the gold by accident. Actually, do you know what? I am going to use my second hand grenade, because I will definitely pick up one in this area before finding these pigeons or crows. And there we go. First trophy of the game. There we go. We're about like 1% through the completion now. One bit closer. On professional as well. Yeah. It's professional in this area. When you get to this part of the game, if you run straight up to one of the bits that you can't go through without Ashley, you'll come into contact with another chainsaw man that will drop you a ruby. Kill him, run back to the house, go inside, and it will trigger the cutscene where an additional chainsaw man will come out. So yeah, you can double your loot there. But I wouldn't do it on your first playthrough, because you are going to have terrible weapons, and as you can tell, they're not exactly the easiest thing to kill straight off the bat. So maybe once you've got like the laser gun, you can just kill everything in one hit. Yeah, do that and you'll be fine. There we go, there's the grenade. So this game is pretty good for its exploration. I think most of the Resident Evil games are anyway. There's just a lot less backtracking on this one, which probably why it's one of my favourites. The whole backtracking to certain areas was never something that I was good at. I'd like more than often have to like YouTube where I was going. So there's that. What have I got on me? Can I heal myself with anything? Not really. There we go. There's a few more buildings you can loot in this area. And that's a wall I'm walking into. We've been in here, haven't we? Yeah. Pretty sure there's a herb up here that I can grab, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it's pistol ammo, never mind. If you're wondering why I'm not using a herb to heal me, I'm either going to wait to get hit again, because it won't kill me because we're only on normal, and then I'll use it when I'm in red for my health to really utilise that yellow herb, or I'll just wait until we get to the second area and kill a chicken and use an egg. Unless I pick up a green herb on the way. I'll probably just use that in all fairness, but the likelihood of that happening between the door and where I am at the moment. So that right there, before that cutscene of the chainsaw man that we just did, if you run up this way, go to that door, there's an additional chainsaw man that's just standing there. Kill him, you get a ruby, and then go back down and you can start the other cutscene off. Right. So what we're going to do here, straight off the bat, goodbye chicken. Do you know what? I just killed that chicken and it didn't even drop me... it didn't even drop me a healing item. I meant to go in here first. Brilliant. No one wants to drop me anything. I didn't mean to jump over there either. There we go, there's an egg. I didn't even have to kill the fucking chicken. I could just grab the egg. Right, now what I'm going to do Motherfucker. Climb. Yeah, do you know what? Fuck you. There's a guy to my right. That's one thing I will say, right? No, there was no one to my right. Is this game is very eerie when you're playing it with headphones on, because it's a fixed camera angle. Oh no, over the shoulder. But it's not like the RE2 remake where it's like you can move and shoot, because you have to stay static while shooting. You could be doing something like this, like, oh, I'm just gonna grab this loot, and then bam, someone will be behind you. You're like, oh shit, I've got to move, but you can't. So these, if you're wondering what these pendants are for, this is gonna give me a free gun. If I can fucking hit the target, there we go. This gives you a free gun, the Punisher. Am I gonna keep it? No, I'm literally just gonna buy it and sell it. It's an easy 10 grand. The beginner pistol, especially at this part of the game, is more beneficial for me to have. So as we start to upgrade the weapons later on, each weapon has like a specialized ability once you fully maximize it out. The Punisher, it is able to penetrate through multiple enemies, and more importantly, when you get to the castle, it will penetrate through the shields of some enemies. The pistol, like, triples the likelihood of getting a critical hit, so the head exploding, which is decent in this part of the game. But when you get to the part of the game where they mutate after you shoot their heads off and they become arguably harder to kill, you don't want that to be an ability, because you're just more than likely going to make the game harder for yourself by shooting the enemy's heads off. So, yeah. And we're going to do that. But yeah, I love this game. I love all the Resident Evils in all fairness. Resident Evil 3 is probably my second favourite, like without a doubt. It's just such a good game. The remake came out last year. The remake of Resident Evil 3 came out last year. It was one of the most hyped games that I've ever anticipated in recent years, because I've not really been a massive gamer over the past few years. Got a PlayStation 4 back in like 2016, got rid of it early 2017, and then only just got one late last year. Oh no, sorry, late 2019, before the old pandemic started. Someone just throwing a piece of equipment at me. So, me and my friend played Guitar Hero 3. I'll carry on with that story in a minute, but I've just got to say this. Me and my friend are massive fans of Guitar Hero 3 on the PlayStation, or no, on the Xbox 360. Anything before Guitar Hero 3, in all fairness, massive fan of, because you can play the game with a control. You don't need an actual guitar for Guitar Hero to play it. So, it's easier in a sense, but it does a lot more for your hand-eye coordination than what playing it with the guitar does. The only reason I'm relatively good at Guitar Hero 3, or any of the Guitar Heroes that involve you using a controller, is because of the quick time events on this game, because you had to like be able to, I'm going to get hurt by that, tap so hard. Please fall into that. There we go, he's dead. So yeah, the QTEs on this, quick time events, yeah. Oh fuck. So, the AI on this game is pretty fucking dumb. So you can, more often than not, you can get enemies to kill themselves or each other before you have to kill any of them. Just a handy thing to know. Yeah, always look up in the trees for this as well, because there will be items that you can grab to sell for more treasure. So the item that I just picked up, if we go to treasure, or this, treasures, mix that with that, and it just doubled the value of it. Right. But yeah, anyway, so I was really hyped for Resident Evil 3 to come out last year. It came out on like March or May or something like that. I literally bought it the day it came out. I waited till 12 o'clock, bought it instantly. The next day, played it, 6.5 hours later, completed it, and I haven't played it since. Literally have not played it since, because there is so little to do on that game. You can do like Nightmare and another high difficulty, but it's not really, yeah, there's nothing taking me back to it. There's no mercenaries, there's nothing, but I will do a playthrough of that at some point, but I'll probably just make that like one long video rather than a series like this. So that's us meeting Lewis, and that's the end of the first chapter. So this is where I'm going to bring the first part of this series to a close. 77% accuracy, could have gotten a lot better than that. 37 enemies killed, and 0 times dying. Now, I'm going to try and do this game without dying at all, but that's more than likely not going to happen because I'm a fucking idiot sometimes. So anyway, thanks for tuning into the first part. If you don't know the schedule at the moment, I'm releasing Warzone videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then 2 parts of the Resident Evil completion series is going to come out on Tuesday and Thursday in between both of them, and maybe an additional episode on the weekends if I have the time to edit everything. But other than that, cheers for watching episode 1, guys. Tune in on Thursday for episode 2. I'll catch you in the next video.